First day of the Sellaronda. We just picked up our passes and we're here with Moritz. He's our instructor.
Perfect. You're from California, Florida.
Florida.
Oh, the hurricane coming.
Hurricane's coming through.
Yeah.
Today, no?
We're on the East Coast.
Today.
Stay on the Gulf side.
Yeah, I watched the television.
It's going to get up to a category 4. That's really
that's
bad.
a lot.
That's bad.
That's a lot.
All right, how do we do this? All 3 bikes in here?
Just 2.
2?
2.
Alright, I'll see you guys later.
Yeah.
I notice you have electronic shifter. Is it very accurate? Not
It's better, it's more fluently, but not like the road bike. The road bike is much better.
much better.
Yes. This bike.
Sorry?
I changed bike now, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like the Cube. It didn't have a dropper post. The one from the hotel. It had the kickstand. I don't want a kickstand around here.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why they do that. They should have a regular, you know, dropper post and no kickstands on these bikes. Do you have a lot of people that come here that have experience mountain or no experience mountain biking, and they come
Yes.
up with you? Yeah.
Depends. Every day is different. Some days you have very professional people, some days you have very
Yeah.
beginner.
Yeah. And the groups that you have could be mixed in experience
No,
too.
no.
You keep them all the same?
That's very important. The level it's the
It
same.
needs to be the same. Yeah, it makes sense.
Otherwise. Although you do a nice trail, that one, like this, the boots hut, down to Araban, out to Guarda, then up to Bears, that way.
We would have absolutely gotten lost.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go.
The Valgardena.
Okay.
This, the green part in front of you, it's the Alpe is using,
Okay.
with the Schlern,
Yep.
the highest points there, with the 2 peaks. One is the Sandner and one is the Euringer. And in the back, you see the white
Yes.
parts.
Yep.
That's the Ortler. That's the highest points in the South Tyrol. And this is the north. The white peaks. This is just Austria.
Beautiful up here. Looks like we might get some sun.
Yeah, the sun.
Here we go. What's that? You can feel it? Woo, it's beautiful up here. Too bad I can't look down because I got to keep my eye on the trail. Woo! Wow, spectacular. little shooken up. Ooh, he's a little chunky here. Woo! Woo! Wow. We definitely need to stop to take in the views.
That's the Sasso Lungo.
What's it called?
Sasso Lungo.
Sassalungo.
Sasso Lungo, and you mean long stone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like you'd have waterfalls if it was raining.
Bumpity bump. A little muddy. It's kind of slow going through here. Got to keep my eye on the trail. It's so beautiful here. I want to keep looking up. My hands are hurting already from braking so much. Thank you. Grazie. Woo! It's freaking gorgeous here. Oh my God. I wish I could look up more. Okay, did no pedaling until now. So this is the Sellaronda. We'll be on the Sellaronda for the whole day, probably 5-6 hours.
Make sure to wipe your lens regularly.
Yeah, my lens is clean. So we'll be on this most of the day. The e-bikes will not need recharging, because mainly going downhill. All those bells you hear in the background are cows eating away. Temperature was a little brisk this morning, like just hovering around 39, something like that, 40. Right now it doesn't feel too bad. My hands are a little cold. Oh man, I just want to keep looking up. It just looks so gorgeous here. It is gorgeous here. Holy crap. The guide was telling us, his name is Maurice. He's Italian. I was speaking to him in Italian a little bit in the gondola ride up. This bike has 4 modes: Eco, Tour Plus, mountain bike, and Turbo. And I'm on Turbo Plus, which is just about above Eco. I'm working up a sweat. I'm getting breaking a sweat. I knew I would be.
Well, you know, you still gotta move your body around.
I know. So as soon as you start doing some climbing, start breaking a sweat. Look how beautiful it is here. Woo! I found out what I want to do in retirement. I want to be a tour guide in the Dolomites.
What? This is what he wants to do when he retires. Oh, okay.
I want to be a tour guide in the Dolomites.
I don't know. You get bullying into the views after a while? No. Oh, the Marmolada is right.
Whew.
Nice view from here.
Beautiful.
That's the Sella Group.
The Sella.
That's here the first pass, the Passo Sella. Now you're biking between the City of the Stones.
Okay.
And you do all the around of this mountain and you arrive to the other side.
Okay.
Passo Gardena
Passo Gardena.
this afternoon.
I broke a big sweat climbing. Still working hard on the climbs for sure. We're at 7,300 feet right now. Buongiorno. Here's the coffin lift. This is the coffin lift.
You are kidding.
Sassolungo. Sassolungo.
Yeah.
Still working. In between those two peaks is the area that the coffin lift takes you to. It's supposed to be really beautiful up there. Yeah, they call it.
I get claustrophobic.
I don't know how big the coffin lift is. And downhill we go. Road line. Road line.
Okay.
Andiamo. Okay, go in front of me, Kevin, so I can get some videos. So if you crash, I get it.
That's why you want me.
Yeah. pretty hard packed here. In some places loose. Woo! Woo! A little muddy here. Woo! Pretty steep. Woo! Woo! Very good.
Not bad.
Not bad. Very muddy in here. Yeah, roots are very wet. Woo! Whoa, oh, careful.
I think the right line is blind again.
This is where we don't need an e-bike. I need my lighter analog bike. Muddy, muddy.
But when here was a stone,
Yeah.
then
This is our second lift in Val di Fassa, I believe it's called. Beautiful terrain and very, very difficult trails, especially with the mud. And because of all the rain that we've been having, it's been very slippery and muddy going through these trails. As you can see, the bike is full of mud right now. Look at that. But wow, it's unbelievable. Beautiful. I had to shed a layer already. I'm sweating. I think the temperature's up to about 50 maybe. And getting close to the top of the lift.
I'm not trying to, but
You should,
yeah, these brakes are very touchy.
yeah, mine are not too touchy.
Also, I got a lot of air. That's the other part.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we need a picture here. I am braking harder with my front than the rear. Woo! Woo! Wow.
I know.
We're so used to braking from the rear really hard. Not here. We got to brake harder in front now.
I'm at a corner. I'm like, oh, I almost my tire home.
I am so glad I did not take the bike that I reserved earlier at the hotel. It had a freaking kickstand. It had no dropper. Oh my God, I can't imagine doing this without a dropper. I feel like I'm going through those trails that those expert mountain bikers go through that are racing down these things. It's exactly what this is like. Yep. Yep. All right, I guess this is the most difficult terrain I've been on. Wow.
Look. That's a...
All right, our third lift. Man, that was treacherous coming down. In like sardines here.
That's nothing.
Nothing here
Compare with the winter.
with I don't know. We got 1, 2, 3. We got five mountain bikes here.
Only.
only 5 mountain bikes.
Only 5.
Normally have much more.
And yeah, we're packed in. Top of the third lift. Not sure which one this is. to look down the valley just a little bit and force us to get technical. I gotta say, this is probably the hardest mountain biking that I've ever done, especially with all the mud and slippery routes. But a lot of fun though. That I'm using the front brake more than I'm doing the back. Try to brake to the point where you're not skidding, but his brakes are a little bit more sensitive and they're not very linear. They're either pretty much on or off. Aspetta! Look at this valley. We are leaving Del Col di Lana and coming into Provincia di Belluno. Maria Ristorante. Woo-wee! 25 miles an hour, 28, 30. Woo-wee! And all the mud is hitting me in the face coming off the tires. And now it's raining. We do not have tubeless tires, so we can't put air pressure down too low. We're above 20 pounds. I'm probably 21 in the front and about 23, 24 in the back. It's pretty hard. Got a little lake. Across the waterfall. To our left. Different terrain here now. Looks like it's gravel instead of mud. Bridge. Loose rock. Ah, here's the waterfall. looks like we're part of the waterfall now too. Hit the bottom bracket. Woo. Beautiful. What? Got like a death grip on my handlebars. Look, easy does it. Easy does it. Yep, now I'm getting off too. No hero for me. I don't want to be going down the side of a mountain. Pretty muddy.
I'll let you go.
I'm not. Wait, my chain came off. Mud. Mud, mud, mud. Man, that's got to be tough clipping and unclipping. Yeah, yeah.
Really slow right now.
Bit wet.
A little bit. Whew. Our tour guide says it is not for beginner. Yeah, no shit. It's almost not Good for us. Almost. It's doable. If it wasn't so muddy, it wouldn't be so bad. My tires are just caked full of mud. It makes it hard to, when we come across rocks, it makes it hard to navigate across them because they're just slippery. Plus the treads on the tires suck. There's another waterfall. Yeah, I would say this is equivalent to black diamond type riding. Whew. Wow, that was something. It's freaking gorgeous here, though. Look at this. All sorts of different terrain. Crazy. Thank you. Something's right. Spectacular view. Crazy terrain. Mud. The mud is the killer here right now. We had just a little stop here for a cappuccino or espresso. Get some of the mud out of my shoes.
I don't think that's
Oh, God, maybe I should just leave you. Lots of mud. I can feel the mud pounding up my ass. Maybe not. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah. I hit the first corner and I'm like, all right, that was sketchy.
Way too
And then I
muddy.
saw the next one and I'm like, that's really sketcy.
That was a treacherous downhill with switchbacks on mud. The most difficult thing I've ever had to do. And I'm on flats, and Kevin's on clips, and his clips are all full of mud. He can't even clip in. He's having a hard time with the turns because of the mud and clips. Just crazy. This is an experience for sure, an adventure. Now we're on loose. Man, we've encountered all different terrain here. Mud, rock, roots, loose gravel, pavement. Wow. All right, we're in town. And church bells are ringing. Going downhill. The chain popped off my my front ring. Got so much mud on this bike. Woo! Going 28 miles an hour. My chain popped off again. My chain?
Chain's hanging pretty low.
Well, it's hanging low because it's popped off.
Check the trailer. I don't think it's like holding it all the way or the chain's too long.
We need to rinse it.
That peak's 180.
Went through a cute little town. Climbing. No left on this one. Climb, climb, climb. Glad we got the e-bike. Sure helps. A little bit of rain now. Still on a climb. 11% grade. We were at 12 for a little while. On a fire road. Up with the e-bikes. 11% grade. 12%. We're about 18 miles in. Whew. Did a big climb. About 1,200 feet of climbing with the help of e-bikes. And now this might be a lunch stop. Whew. A
lot of meters.
A lot of meters. Trying to take some of the mud off me.
No problem, it's fair for us.
Okay. beautiful in front of us. Tell you one thing, man, we couldn't have done this without the guide. We are 20 miles in, probably have another, I don't know, 15 or so, maybe a little less, but it's been raining since lunch. Drizzly, my hands are cold. The rest of me is fine, just my hands right now. We're in a big downhill before, muddy, as usual. It's a different style of, definitely different style of riding. If you notice the guide, he's like straight up standing when going downhill. Normally, when you're I'm in an attack position, like crouching, you know, legs bent. He's like, his legs are like stiff up. Braking has been more prevalent with the front this time too. It's kind of strange, but it works. Otherwise, locking up the rear wheel and losing control, that was not good. Still wet. Again, gaining some speed. Woo! I feel like I'm on a Tour de France here. Woo! Flying 29. Car back. We got yellow lifts here. And orange lifts. Alta Badia. I think that's on the southeastern corner of the Sellaronda, which means we probably have about another quarter of the way to go. All right, we're coming up to our fourth lift of the day. 23 miles.
One by one. Look the mid station to the top.
Okay. One by one. Jimmy Hut is what we just passed. Valjaldina.